Okay, so now we're on drawer number 2. This is probably my favorite drawer out of all of them. Has probably my favorite eyeshadows in it. So we're going to start off with my Glam Light stuff. I do have the donut. This one is the pink donut. I think they have a brown donut now, but this one is the pink one. We have the burger slider, which the packaging is so cute. That's why I'm keeping all of it. But that's the burger slider palette. It really needs to be that way, actually. And I do love Glam Light's formula. This is the Street Taco, which looks like that. They have a really good metallic formula. Their mattes are awesome. They're very rich and pigmented. So I definitely want more of them in the future. I've just been waiting for a damn good sale. But wait, there's more. I'm starting to sound like a Ronco commercial. Okay, I think that might be all of them now. Oh, nope, I was wrong. That one just stuck in. The hell is that all? Okay, shoo, I think that's it. We're gonna have fun going through these. Okay, let's move some of these over. Scoot these up to the front. Okay, we'll start off with the minis. I just got these, so I don't know how good they are. So this is the Crush, there we go, the Crush 6-pan, or 5-pan. This is Statement Piece. This is 5-pan. This is Cherish. Oh, and then this is Rumor Has It. Like I said, I don't know how well these are. I've seen other people kind of actually bitch about that they wasn't that good. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. So let's go through all these palettes I have. So this is Smoke Show. I think now they call it Up in Smoke or something, but this is the original one, the first one they came out with. So it's black, gray kind of tone. Maybe Just My Luck was the first one. So this is Just My Luck. This is all green. These are all the monochromatic palettes. This is Meant to Be and a mint color. And I will admit, these are probably my least favorite, the pastel colors. I'm just not into the pastels. Here's another one that's Aura It Out. Another pastel-y moment. I'm just not into the pastels. They may get to color in the future. I'm not for sure because I'm not going to use them. So this is Honey. And I hate the packaging on these. I like the plastic, but the words are just coming off of them so bad. It's going to be eventually. I'm not going to know what. I mean, I know which one they are, but you're not going to be able to tell which ones they are. In a Trance, another pastel-y palette they come out with. Strawberry Shake. This is probably one of my favorites here. Baby Got Peach is probably one of my least favorites. It just blends into my skin tone and doesn't really show up much. Miss Blitz, or Miss Blitz. Yeah. And once again, it's Baby Got Peach all over again, really. So I didn't even need both of these. Orange Glad. I like this one a lot. This was my only orange palette for a long time. Maid Squeeze, once again, one of my favorites because of the red tones in it. You know me, I love my reds. Ooh La La. Now this was actually the first ones before they started doing these monochromatics. It's okay. It's pinks and purples. It's not my favorite color story, but it still is good. And I like this one a lot. I don't think a lot of people like this one, but this was the wine and only. This one's broken though, so I can't really raise it up too much. That shadow busted all to hell. And transit, that phone got me sidetracked. Here's a couple more 9-pans, but these are in a cardboard. This is the Cherry Crush. Once again, love this one. Love the colors. This is more purpley pink in tone. And then Fine Feathered. This is more purple, plum purple in tone. Two of these little minis. These are the Hello Kitties. I just got them, so I don't know how well they are. They're cute little quads. Very cute. Hopefully you can see those. Like I still got the plastic on them, but those are cute. And I got these two here. My holiday editions from this year. I just had to have them. And now this Nightmare of Before Christmas is on sale all over the place. And I got this for full price because I figured it'd sell out quick, but it didn't. So this is the color story. I will say I'm kind of disappointed in this palette. The quality is not as great as most ColourPop palettes are. But I'll still keep it because I like Jack. I like Zero. I like all of them. I like the movie. It gets me ready for Christmas because we go right from Halloween into Christmas with this movie. So, and I keep them in their packaging, these two, because I like the packaging of them. And then I just got the Rudolph. I done a look on my channel with, oh shit, I just ripped him. Now I'm mad. Now I get over my madness of ripping that. Okay, this is the Rudolph palette. It's decent. It's a ColourPop palette. Same formula. But it's so basic in color. I was really hoping they do more, you know, colorful colors like that. But they didn't. But that's okay. I still really like the pack. That's probably the only reason why I bought the damn thing. It's the packaging, truth be told. This is oldie. This is brunch date. I think this has been out 5 years or so, 4 years. Very basic bitch with one blue. Because that was a fad back then. Basic bitch with one blue or just one pop of color. This is Cabana Club. This is going to be the next one I fiddle around with. Because I really do like this color story. It's very, very pretty. Oh, I can open it up all the way. Okay. Yeah, it's very pretty. Very jewel toned. And I'm into these jewel toned colors now all of a sudden. But very pretty. Can't wait to play around with that one. The Powder Puff Girls. This is a new one too. I haven't got to play around with. Let's get another 16 pan. Kind of neutrally rainbowy. There's an oldie. Kathleen Lights the Dream Street collection. It's for its time. This was a good palette. But now it's just kind of blah, boring. But I'll keep it around because it is a decent quality. It is a good quality, not decent. It is a good quality palette, just a decent color story with. But this is You Are a Cutie palette. This was like 3 years ago. This was the Valentine's edition, which doesn't look very Valentine's-y to me because it's mostly purples with a couple of pinks, but it was super cheap when I bought it. That's why I bought it. Aw, this is my baby. This was the first ColourPop palette I ever bought. This is given to me straight. Matter of fact, this is a palette I wore all the time when I was doing pinup contests, doing pinup and stuff. Very neutral, basic bitch, but it definitely got the job done for me whenever I was doing those looks. So, brings back memories looking at that one. The Bye Birdie Palette. This one was another pretty palette. It is more on the plum purple side, but I still liked it. It's still really pretty. The Gimme Butterflies. Pretty packaging. This is a more pink. We do have those nasty pressed glitters that ColourPop does. I don't like the pressed glitter formula at all. The Zodiac. This was another old one. A Kathleen Lights one. I liked this color story better than I did her first one. But it's still not, you know. But it's a good palette. You do have a few mattes, but the rest of these are mostly shimmers. This is probably one of my favorites. All That palette. This was a Valentine's from 2 years ago. The other one was 3 years ago. This one was 2 years ago. So this one is Valentine's to me. The other one didn't look so much Valentine's. This one definitely does with the tones in it. I do like these brick red tones. The Garden Variety. Such pretty packaging on this for one. But once again, if it wasn't for this row down here, I don't know if I'd be keeping this because it's pastel-y in color and I'm just not much into pastels. But this row saves it right here, have these deeper colors. So it is good quality palette. And the color story, like I said, is okay. Butter Me Up. So this is a purple, more purple leaning with a little few pops of like pink toned. With like kind of a row of neutrals. More of those damn pressed glitters, but what is that one? I just noticed this one is kind of I said I wasn't going to swatch, but I'm going to swatch that one because it was looking very different now that it's in the sunlight. It is quite pretty in the sunlight. I don't remember it doing that, but it is a multi-chrome actually because it's shifting 3 colors. Huh. Like a pretty highlighter. Okay, I get sidetracked. Probably my favorite palette here. X's and O's. So pretty. I just love this color story. This definitely screams me. I just wish so bad there was one lighter tone here. Like lighter, like something like that. Light. But that's okay. I can just go ahead and pull out. Usually a highlighter is what I use. Whatever highlighter I put on my face. If I'm going to use this palette, I usually use it with this. The Lush Life. I just got done using this palette. Really pretty color story. I just had issues. Well, you'll see the video if you watch the video. I just had issues with those two. But pretty. Love the packaging. Okay, so I have some of my BH palettes lined up here. I have more in my third shelf. I know that I have more than this. So we'll start off with first with Drop Dead Gorgeous Little Bit Psycho palette. This was 2 years ago for Halloween. I believe this is when this collection came out. It's BH formula. It's good formula. Not a lot to say about it. These, I had hell with these. I have 2 of these, and they're both busted all to hell. I got them from Ulta, so if that tells you anything. But both of them, the shadows, the silver shadow came busted all to hell. And then my other one, the silver and the pink, came busted. So, but I do like the red tones in here. I do like this palette. I like using it. It's just a mess to try to use. Okay, this was last year's Lunar New Year. I'm not usually not into the lunar stuff, but I only got this because I like the color story a lot. It has reds and oranges. Then you have a mix of neutrals, kind of this pop of this greenish color. And these pressed glitters in this one aren't too bad at all, except for this one. This one sucks, but the other ones are pretty good. So I do like this palette quite a bit. This is the BH Color Festival palette. I really like these festival palettes here. Where's my other one? I do have... This is what made me fall in love with BH. Was actually this one. Because I was kind of falling out of love with BH because of that damn Take Me to Brazil palette. Granted, I had that one for a long time. And for the time, it was a good palette. But then when I realized, oh, there's way better shadows than that, I got rid of that damn thing. But this one made me fall back in love with BH Cosmetics. I really love the formula. I use this one like crazy. But then I like this one too. It gives you a different... This was kind of lighter in tone than this one. Kind of in a way. I do really like these two though. Once again, I use this quite a bit. This one here in photo shoots and stuff I was doing back in the day. Aura Lights. This is a, if I remember right. Yes, this is the Baked Shadow formula. So this is all shimmers. What's nice about these is if you really want that wet look, you can get these wet. You can apply these with a wet brush, or you can even, if you want to, if you don't mind messing with, you can put a little bit of water in here, which I've done that before with a couple of these, just to put a little water when I was doing like body painting or face painting stuff. So yeah, this is a decent palette if you're into the baked formula. Me personally, I'm not much into the baked formula of stuff. I've never really cared for it, but I know a lot of people love it. These are probably my absolute favorites from BH so far, for what I've gotten. These are the Sweet Shop ones. I wish I would have got the whole collection. This one's my favorite, you know me. This is the cherry on top, so this is the kind of the red and pink one. I freaking love this formula. Love the way they perform. This is the Cotton Candy one. So this is more the pink and purple and bluish kind of tones. Okay, maybe just pink and purple, but still, it's really pretty. Like I said, I wish I would have got all of them now. I don't have the pistachio one. I don't have the waffle. I think that was the only 2 I did not get. So this is the orange sherbet. Sherbet, however you want to say it. So pretty. This replaced my ColourPop one for orange, basically, because I fell in love with this formula of this one. So we got those out of the way for BH in this drawer. Like I said, these are, the second drawer holds my favorite palettes in it, really. These are my Peachy Queen palettes. It's a decent little indie company. Out of all of them, this is probably my favorite. The Ganja Queen. It's got a mirror. Yeah, it's got a mirror. This is probably my favorite formula and color story out of the palettes I have from them. This one performs really, really well. Now this one I used a lot during Halloween. I don't know if it had a name, but I just call it the Sugar Skull because all it says is Peachy Queen on it. So I used this a lot during Halloween. Some of these colors were UV reacted. That's why I used it. I used the black a lot to set things and the white a lot, or the white to set things that I was doing. So it's not as good as the Ganja Queen by no means. It's decent. It got me by when I needed stuff done and when I did want to have to dig into my other palettes, potentially ruin them. Then we got the Candy Cane. I think this one might be the least favorite of mine. I got it last year at Christmas time. And I don't know. I guess it would be kind of hard to make a Christmas themed palette because the only colors you got is red and green. Red. I mean, you do red, green, silver, gold, and I guess you're pretty much that's it. Or maybe some blue, like they do have a blue, but like I don't like the pressed glitters. It has 2 pressed glitters. I don't like them. I wish they would have been like red and green or gold and silver or something. This is like orangey and this is teal. So this isn't my favorite palette from them. And I got this one as a gift. This is the Strawberry Lemonade palette. This one's pretty good. Is there a mirror? Yeah, there's a mirror. This one's pretty good. I've used it a few times. As you can see, it's mostly yellow and reddish pink kind of themed. So I have my only Hip Dot palette. Eyeshadow palette. There we go. I was trying to. I do have a face palette out of this collection, but this is the Spongebob Collection. And this one we have 2 mattes, a shimmer, and 3 pressed glitters. I do really like the pressed glitters out of here. I like using them. They hold on my eyes really good. I do like those. And I do like the other 3 formulas. Like I said, this is a huge palette, but I seen from reviews, Hip Dot is so hit or miss. So this one for me was a hit. I'm glad I got the collection. The only reason why I got it because damn SpongeBob on it. But I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I got it on sale too. Here we go. Believe Beauty. These are coming from Dollar General. This is their house brand. And I love these little neutral palettes. They are so good for $5. Let's see. Sultry Sunset and Love Struck. I love them. There is not much more I could say about them. The only thing is like these 2 shadows are similar in tone, and then in this palette, these two shimmer or eyeshadows are similar in tone. There we go. I can't really think, but other than that, the formula is great. The quality is great for $5. You cannot beat that deal. Don't sleep on this brand. Now we'll pull out some of my She Glam. I do have some She Glam palettes. These are my first ones. These are the Chromosome Palettes from She Glam. Something V. It's been scratched out, so I don't know. It's VEL something. And Time Warp. Okay. This one, the packaging is amazing on these. Very thick plastic. Now the pan size is small, but they're so pretty. Boy, they're really shifting now. These 2 right down here are your multi-chromes. The rest of it is just regular matte shimmer kind of thing. But I can really see the shift in them now, having them out the light. So yeah, these are both fun little palettes to play around with. But they were $13 a piece. That's the only issue I have. They were kind of expensive, but I really wanted them because I love multi-chromes. And that's really what I want to do this year. I want to get multi-chrome shadows. That is my goal. We have the She Glam Hello Yellow palette. Looks like that. These are okay. Are they the best? No, not in my collection, but they're definitely not the worst. This is the Love Stone palette. I like the color story of this one for some reason. This grungy green with these purples. I liked it. This is the Eye Candy palette. Got Peaky Peaks in here. This is the Splash Bash palette. Once again, I like this color story of this green and purple thing together. And the Pitch Pretty palette. Pretty, I mean, this is neutral, but then it's not neutral. I don't know how to explain it. I really liked it. These are super affordable, and so far from what I wore, they wear really good. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot more about them because I haven't really played around with them much because I've had other palettes I've really been enjoying. So, but yeah, like I said, they're all, I was going to say Shop Miss A. I might already said Shop Miss A. They're not from Shop Miss A. They're from Shein. And they're house brand of makeup. So, I definitely, in the future for this year, I do want to try more of the She Glam products and see what else they have that I like. So, this is the Milani Gilded, the Most Loved Mattes. I like this palette a lot for just a basic bitch everyday look. This is really good. This is probably the best Milani palette so far I've ever tried. The BU palette from LA Girl. Once again, a basic bitch, warm tone basic bitch palette, but I really, really like this palette a lot. This is Me palette. This is our Purple Peak tone palette. Well, more the mauve, a dusty rose kind of color story. And now we have AC Color Cosmetics, the Galaxy palette. I've been kind of playing around with this one. This is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Retrograde palette. I really enjoyed playing with this one. Backstage. Like I said, these are the eyeshadow palettes I just have sitting on top of my shelf here. I love this color story. This one was really fun to play around with when I had my colored hair. But I keep shadows up there, like if I want to try them, or if I'm just using them every day. Okay, this was the Good Times and Tan Lines one. So I haven't played around with it much. I haven't set up there, so I can use it. I have used the browns a couple of times, but I want to play around with it more.
It's a wasted place to live, but if it's